Greetings. We'll take a chance because my sister want me to know that there is some internet problem across the world. Um, and them can't blame Nero for this. And it seemed to be is MSN something's happened. So I'm taking this chance because I want to let um, the round table gang understand something about Pan African. So here we go.
Oh, oh, baby, do baba do da. Oh, I've got something I like to say. It's rather colorful, but I'll say it anyway. Black is our color, black is our name. Health, strength, prosperity, and wisdom is our game. Cause black we are, and black we will always be. Black in the sight of everyone is so beautiful to see. Ah, da da, baby, yeah. Come on and show me how really black you are, baby. Ooh, baba doo da. Oh. Now freedom's come at last. Black man progressing in every way. Cause black we are, and black we will always be. Black in the sight of everyone is so beautiful to see. Oh now baby, come on and show me how really black you are. Oh, my darling. Oh, baby. Every black is a star. Oh, oh, baby. Come on and show me how really black you are right now. Oh, baby. Ooh, baby, now. Black tears, black tears. We no need no more. For years upon years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand.
Yeah, you see, when we Caribbean people I deal with African liberation and Africa as a whole, we don't play games because it's our lives and others. It's our lives and others. We in the diaspora, immediate diaspora, and we at home. But our emphasis is on us because we're the children of the captive people. And we know that we're Africans. We don't need someone to validate that for us. And whether we call ourselves European black true to consensus forms and what could be available by you by ticking that box and so forth. That's what people do. So you have people in America who tip the box say that they're Americans. And another lot say they're black Americans. And another lot say they're African Americans. Yeah, it's rather alarming and ingenuous for us. But many of them did it because of what's attached to it. There are benefits, fringe benefits, and all these little things, you know what I mean? And some of them just do it without really paying, not just in America, without paying attention. Them just tick the box. And in Europe, the same things has happened. So wherever we are with this melanin skin that we have, we're Africans. And, it would hurt some of us to think that there are people who want to become so strong and everything that they are not Africans. And then when we reason, if we take time out and reason, not on YouTube, you find that those people are saying that without actually knowing anything about the family's roots. And then some is saying it based on information or things that they have seen, whether it's in a movie, whether it's some document, whether it's in a book, And they have this disgruntled feeling about Africa. So if them come up in the time after Tarzan and them see Tarzan and they don't see Africa and them just see a bunch of people running around, but this guy Tarzan, who's an American in Africa, have command of the animals and he don't need no jet, no plane which them crash on there. Him can go through the trees them and swing from country to country. Him don't need no runaway. He don't need to be mindful of any of the animals. Him and the animal, them are friend. And him know how to communicate with them. So this is the thing that was put out there, just like how them put this Jesus thing out there. And this is what was there. You know what I mean? And it was not a film, it was a series. And it went across the diaspora too, and the Caribbean. So and later after that, what do we see? What people say about Africa? Them just see Africa is poverty. And then when them listen to them news, them see that, them hear that they're giving food subsistence to Africa because African people are starving. So, you know what I mean? So there's a bunch of people that say, listen, we don't want to associate with that. So there's a multitude of reasons why people decide they want to deal with Africa. and some of them divorce Egypt as part of Africa. So when we think, we say, yes, wait a minute, and that's because the way the kind of talking points and everything, and how Egypt is projected, and it's always projected that African people, melanated skin black African people, could not be responsible for the pyramids, not just the pyramids, for that great city. And then when they read their Bible and that is being translated and interpreted, they are saying that even though it sounds like Africans, but it can't be. So now you have a distinction between who is these Israelites and these Africans. And why would these Egyptians mistreating these Israelites? But it hasn't been broken down in any which way or form, we would say correctly. And then the movie came. And you know, the movie took over the world, star. What a guy named Charlton Heston, it took over the world. The movie was just dramatic. And the color and everything. And it was long. You understand? And they had breaks inside the movie where it was scriptural. You understand? So people them can relate to that and relate to Billy Graham and all these people that was the top of the work during those days. So across the Caribbean, that was like revelation. And we don't know if the same thing applied to Africa. So what I'm really saying, bro, is that we don't have to take these things with a pinch of salt, but what we have to do is recognize all of that. Huh? And if we see ourselves as Pan-African, always be doing something that is so significant and meaningful with a lot of humility and consciousness and respectfulness. But don't get involved in the long talk, because the Pan-Africans before me, up to my father and mother's time, during Garvey and after Garvey, in the Caribbean were finding their foot. By the time Garvey got to America now and W.D. Du Bois, him have to try and fit himself in people who are well educated to him who is a working class, and then people that undermine him. So there's a lot of factors, but at the same time, what I'm saying is that generation did not really get anything materialized only in Africa. A lot of things happened with the Pan-Africans. You understand? Nkrumah strive for independence of Africa. Jojo Kenyatta, a number of them did that. And they were Pan-Africans. His Imperial Majesty Selassie, the same thing, the first. You understand? So there's a track record of people who have been very functional. But we have so many years talking. You understand? So when, at the end of the day, when W.D. Du Bois made a swift move and it shook a lot of people, especially Caribbean people, that the man make the move for Africa. You understand? So I'm mentioning him because when people try to kick somebody because them say they are this and that, we have to be very, you have to take care of yourself and make them see what we're doing, not here. You understand? The effectiveness. Because a lot of people are condemning Pan-Africans for not having anything. Them can't see nothing. And they're hearing so many things. Right? That's people. I cannot tell you that I have a basketball team, but you can't see the team play. I do have a team, but I shouldn't be speaking a lot about no team when the team is not functional. When the team is functional, I should just say, yo, here what happened? We are playing blah, 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 and so forth. Right, the ad's supposed to say that. The ad's supposed to make it known that we have this African United team in the Premiership League, which is now the WNBA, which is now the NBA. Because we have enough money back by the Muslims. So people are going to be like, wait, how them do that? He said, the man, them are Muslims now. So you can come and watch my team. And our Muslim team will be saying, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, Astaghfirullah, La ilaha. That's what we'll be doing. Now, if we are Pan-African, yo, our flag will be Pan-African, our billboard will be Pan-African, because we are fronting Pan-African. I have a Muslim basketball. I have a basketball. I'm a basketball coach. I also develop people, young people in basketball. And I participate as an African in the diaspora with the FIFA Basketball Africa. So when we go over this, we are front Pan-African flag. But the team that I am responsible for is the Somali basketball players. You understand? So people don't look upon me and say, wait, are you lot black? are you lot European blacks? No, none of this kind of stupidness. What we do, right? What we do is carry our Pan-African flag and an Islamic Shaheed flag. You understand? But it's not really a flag. It does be, we have our T-shirts that show, say, watch out, we are defend Palestine and rare, and so forth. But we have our Pan-African flag. So whenever the team is practicing wherever, we have the flag of fly. With their Tanzania, do the same thing. When the team start to play, where our team benches, the flag is above it. Because we are proud of that. And we want to have like-minded conversation with people them who know about the Pan-African movement, or they're inquisitive about it. So that's, we have to carry ourselves with dignity. You understand? So those people that call themselves whatever, don't waste the blood, our brain cells on them. Let them see what work we are doing. Let them see how we are trying to liberate our minds from mental slavery. Let them see how we participate in improving our academical realization of this earth. Let them see that we're functional. You understand? The greatest thing is to know about something, but the greatest of all things is to be able to do something. So there are people who would talk until a cow grow wings, which will never happen. You understand? And don't have no solution for trivial things that we have or we need to have in our communities. Yeah? That's it. Because as a Muslims, we can throw aspersions to everybody. But would that be good? And whilst we're doing that, is our community as African Caribbean people, is our community functional? Because what we be viewing and projecting is what the Muslims in totality, right, where we reside, what's the functionality of that? So we don't get involved in that nonsense. It's taken us many, many years in education to bring African history within the Islamic Muslims community, uh, and not to be appreciated, but to be understood. You understand? So you can go to mosque and see the African history display in masjid. Not masjid that's run by us, because we don't have any. Masjid that's run by Arabs, masjid that's run by Egyptians, masjid run by Pakistanis, Indians, Malaysians, everybody. And we are not the ones who are doing it. Huh? The management of the masjid, they're doing it. They may ask some of us for contributions. So like me and my family, I'm always getting something from Uganda, Tanzania, Eritrea, and so forth, and have them available if those things are asked of me. Or not, I just go and contribute my display and books and films. You understand? So that's how forward we are in relation to how we think. Not we be just arguing and our form of discrepancies. And that's nature with people. So once we come of age and understand that's how we are, unfortunately, but that's how we are. Curiosity, yes, but some people just deal with the pessimism because that's it. My program, I encourage the pessimist because when they're in front of us, we know the opposition. When they're behind us, we don't know. So whilst they're there, we're able to reason. We're able to reason. But when they're away from us and we just feel so that we need to slaughter them and all that, no. Optimism is great. Pessimists sometimes show up some things that we've not been paying attention to. We haven't paid attention to. That's what happens. In academia, it's good to have pessimists. If we don't have pessimists, we're making ourselves out to be, as teachers, lecturers, and so forth, as Mr. and Miss know it all. And we don't. No human being knows everything. None. You understand? So that's how we take that. So now, look at the relationship. And I've personally picked these songs out and just listen to the relationship that we've developed over years with our African counterparts, my brother. And that's just in poetry and sound. You understand? Because there's no place that anybody can go and hear songs, people, male and female, crying for Africa like from Jamaica. There's no place on this earth. We cry Africa. We remind ourselves. Our institutions don't do that. We do that. You understand? The people of the street. We do those things. We don't even have a Marcus Garvey curriculum. We don't have a Marcus Garvey curriculum in a university of the West Indies and in our schools. You understand? Because the colonialist boss, their presence are still there. But we found ways of means to counter that. And our musicians, our artists, our singers, our poets and everybody do that. Even our calypsonians do that. So our American counterparts, they're late in the game, man. And now they're coming with all these arguments. No, that's just wasting time, right? No, a person come talk about hip hop. No person want to differentiate themselves if they're black. They're saying they're black, but they're not African. They're saying they're American, but they're not African American. Allow them. But when you have a symposium, you can throw that in there. And some literature should be distributed around different states, helping people to unravel what they're coming into contact with. And a lot of the Hebrews are at fault here as well. Because a lot of the people them want to be part of this Hebrew thing are not true. They're listening to them and they're saying that they're with the... Yo, seriously, listen. And that has got a long, long history. Huh? And it's just that a couple of ex-police and soldier has been given an opportunity to do something with the ex-convicts and convicts. And they've come out there and doing their thing. And it's supposed to be a rehabilitation program. But they put the slant on it in religion and they're using Hebrew, this, that. You understand? So when you look at the young men them that quotes whatever, they're well taught. It's not accurate, but they're well taught. Am I going to spend time disseminating things with them? No. No. Costumes is what attracted them in the first place. And in the second place, they were ex-convicts and rehabilitation program. The brothers them who was given the program, they're looking after themselves and they've got loads, thousands of African-American young men. My thing is, what happens when the spell breaks? What happens? I mean, people need to have roof, clothing, shelter. They need all these things, all of these amenities to stay afloat. But when they find themselves, anyway, stuff will lot in. I shouldn't go down there. So I want you to listen to these few songs and understand, that we don't sleep on this thing. You understand? Okay.
Black tears, black tears. We no need no more. For years upon years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand. Now tell me who is to blame? It lies with us and no one else.
Right. What profound words. Who is to blame? Yeah, our captives have done a lot. But when you think about what our ancestors have been through, their evolution, and then look at ourselves and see that we're here, we have come a long way. Now, what have we done ourselves? That's our question, to ask ourselves. Did we make it in academia? Did we make it in academia to help ourselves, our families, and our communities? Did we pursue the long, long dream of our families to revisit the continent? Question. What we have learned, is it beneficial for us or is it beneficial for the employer? What we have learned, did it help empower us to be self-sufficient so we become our own bosses and create our own employment to satisfy and help and fuel our communities? These are the questions. Did the best of us who see Africa, who love Africa, who love to give rise to the African family, wherever we are, in the Caribbean or in America, did we actually spend quality time giving our support to ourselves and let people recognize that we're trustworthy, sincere people, and that we have projects. We're actually doing things. So some of the people who are more privileged in economics than ourselves, they feel confident to empower us, empowering themselves because they're contributing to what they see from us and our attempts. And they don't just turn around and give us a check. They arm us with strong administration. And they arm us with a personnel that can take the vision, the work that we're doing, to the next level. We ain't reached there yet. And we need to reach there, especially the African Americans. Because you got millionaires over there. You've got millionaires over there. You got people that earns. You got people that are easily marketable for someone else and not by us. You got entertainers. You got athletes. There's great sums of economical power. And outside of that, you still got millionaires. But what we haven't got, and we just seem not to want to work with, the old women and the old men who seem to the young people like snails, developing trust, being sincere, being humble, being respectful. Until those things are done, why would somebody else look at some stink and decide that they're going to invest in that piece of stink? It's not going to happen. They know where they came from. They know what it took to reach the level that they're at. They want to contribute to people that's got a willingness. And they want to know that those people are cordial and are trustworthy. Now the world with internets and so forth, so much people have just taken things for granted and just scamming people, using all the tiers, using all the right words, but they're not being held accountable. So what is going to separate the real person from the scammer? When we're debating, debating nonsense. When we're fueling what I think I know that you don't know. I want to be in the know. I want everybody to know that I know more than you and anybody that's around you. Hey, that's stupidity. It's stupidity. Now, how much points is a so-called victor going to get? And let's say the victor got 100 points and the other debater didn't even get 10. What happens next? I mean, what's the contributions? Is it the person with the 100 is going to develop a motor, some flying drone that Africa could... Hey, what is the benefit? What was the debate about? How much they know about the Negroes and the Hebrews and not knowing about the Muslims, and the Muslims were slave people and these are... what is happening? What is happening? So the person has got 100 points. Is his girlfriend going to give him a score? Come on. It's trivial nonsense. Nonsense. It's just for the ego at that time. And the shouting match online for that moment. Nothing benefited. Nothing at all. And then here comes somebody like yourself and me. And some other people. And we take everything that happened there and try to contextualize it and find out that this is a weird research. And then what happened? What do we do now? Do we summons that person and the other person that got 10 and prolong this egotistic nonsense? They will easily entrap us into that because we did something valuable, but what are we going to do with it? Now we know. That's going to take us off course because now we're going to have to go down their avenue, get involved in this debate nonsense trip to air those views and project those views and what we deem to be most authentic than what was projected back then in that so-called debate. Wow. So, in the meantime, young people, the generation is coming that's here, are watching this behavior, are watching this accolade, and asking themselves, wait a minute, is that what is expected of us? Later for that nonsense. And some of those children are our own children. So what are we actually going to be telling them? Nah, you got it wrong, right? Because we're going to want to project ourselves to be the right person. That we got it right, they got it wrong. Unjustified. And then we look back at our forerunners, and we should ask ourselves, have we done justice by them? I mean, what did we learn from them? You understand? And simply I can say, listen, go back and listen to all our young people that says they want to know about the hieroglyphics. They want to know something about Norton. Well, they don't want to know about him, but they want to know about all these others, in Egypt, Kemet. And they've stayed there for years. And not one of them can tell us, in agreements with others, what they think they've understood. And how is that going to, whatever they think they've understood, is going to improve on us and advance us in today's journey? They're not thinking like that. One thing I must also say, those brothers do not engage any of our Muslim scholars in these type of research in relation to Kemet. They're not dealing with academia. They're not dealing with research. They just alienate themselves and become prejudiced and then turn around and say that if they did take these people, they got a head start on us and we don't know what the hell they be talking. They be speaking in Arabic as well as in English, and you understand? And they're going to tell you straight away they're going to be biased and blah, 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 right? And we have got the tools, but we don't exhaust that. At some point, God willing, after the Palestinian situation, we get back on track, things like this will come. But people can do researches and see some of our top scholars that just took Ramses and Musa alayhi salam and gave a 3-hour lecture based on the Quran and the Bible. Musa, which is Moses, and Ramses. who was not known as a pharaoh at the time. Because the pharaoh was his father, and Musa was his stepbrother. Anyway, let's move. Because you see how you get, you know what I mean, like a sponge, I just gone somewhere. So let's go back to Black Tears.
Black tears. Black tears. We no need no more. For years upon years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand. Now tell me who is to blame? It lies with us and no one else. We shedding every day. Black people wasting away. Black tears drowning our minds. Black people walking blind. That's the wool of our eyes. Our future don't look bright, but we have the answer to shed no more black tears.
Farafin de nyaji brekaba, depuis ambe maotelela. Farafin na nyaji brekaba tune, antelela. Anga yere mininga, mune bana. Farafin tonya, farafin malo. Farafin te siranga, farafin java.
We shedding every day. We will stop wasting away. No more cloud in our minds. No more walking blind. No more wool of our eyes. We future gonna be bright. We have the answer. Stand up for our rights. We gonna stop the black tears. Black tears. Black tears. For years upon years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand. Now tell me who is to blame? It lies with us and no one else.
Black Tears. Now listen.
I've got something I like to say. It's rather colorful, but I'll say it anyway. Black is our color, black is her name. Health, strength, prosperity, and wisdom is our game. Because black we are, and black we will always be. Black in the sight of everyone is so beautiful to see. Ah, da da, baby, yeah. Come on and show me how really black you are, baby. Ooh, baba doo da. Oh. in every way. Let we are, let me will always be. Let in the sight of everyone it's so beautiful to see. Oh now baby, come on and show me how really black you are. Oh my darling, oh baby, every black is a star. Oh, oh baby, come on and show me how really black you are right now. Oh baby, ooh, baby now.
Yes, that song, we did we did have some discrepancies, you know, and there were people, especially the girls, that they like the Jerry curls and all these things, and they're listening just like we to the Temptations and the Supremes and all these things, you know what I mean? So they were soulies and we were ragamuffins, you know? And then this young brother here out of the blue, him just write that song, "Oh Black You Are," you know? And in America at the time, it was "I'm Black and I'm Proud" and all kinds of different songs were out there. But for us, that level out everything for us. You know what I mean? It just did it. Because there was no follow up. There was no more. Right? And the people them who were going to soul discotheques and everything did not disregard us anymore, like in a big way. You know what I mean? They didn't just come out and just say, "Listen, you lot stink or you lot don't look right." You know what I mean? Look at the way you all dress and everything, right? Because sometimes we have certain songs them come to town and them same people that was going to the soul club that same Saturday night or Sunday, them not bother go there, them just come for the two champion sound them competition, you know? And sometimes we look upon them and say, "Yo, hey, I'm not take the wrong turn, you know." What y'all do here? We wanna take the wrong turn, man, go up the road. And them said, "Nah, we want here X sound or him deal with this sound that come from country and rare and tear. So I say everything good, you know. And we just keep where I am upon them and when the dance start and everything, you know what I mean, make sure we get a dance from them, you know what I mean? Let them know say that you still there at all. And you still remember them and you still like them, but you don't have the money to buy all of these Clark booties and everything. But soon come. You understand? Seriously. 'Cause a lot of the girls, them, you know what I mean, they attend the church. Not that we never go to church, but them attend the church like baptism, you know? So seriously, sometimes you try walk them home and they don't want you to walk them home because them frightened that somebody see them with you and them tell them parents, them see them come to the road at Arville, that roughneck, ragamuffin, rude boy. And the girl get, what you call it, sometimes them get a slap, You know, or sometimes them just get what you call it something there, grounded, you know, and things like that. You think, what? So we have to be the side, you know what I mean? But that one tune there, Patrick Andy, it started everything out, man. Seriously. And a 7 or 8 song came under that. Just that one song. And it's a young man, young boy, you understand? And not one of the big, well-known artists do that. It's a young boy. I want him first vocals, you know? How really black you are, you understand? And then we have all Peter Tosh that tell us straight away, no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African, you understand? And many thousands and thousands of Americans heard that. And he performed that in America. You understand? So it's just memories are not working, and symposiums and things like that where people, you know, do things and so forth, so that we can go down that memory lane and, you know, people show some courtesy and hospitality towards the forerunners. You know what I mean? I remember Carl Lewis, but I remember Bob Beamon. You understand? And all those persons before Carl Lewis and those before Bob Beamon and up to Bob Beamon and them. You understand? So it is how you all deal with education and reminding people of the journey. That's important. And that takes away a lot of the argumentative and so forth, because new people have come on the scene and the system have dragnet them in there, giving them some funding, and they start to create this division based on music and who created and who invented and who is the right? And all of these things have been orchestrated by a power that you all ain't seeing, but they're the ones who are funding these individuals to go around and create this kind of controversial conversations. You know? So for me, I'm saying there have to be something that's happening that the system do not want it to take rise. So they come with all these distorted things. Yeah? And that's the way they actually operate over and over again. And the people who do the divisive stuff is us. Because for a few dollars more, for a few pounds more, for a few euros more, we sell ourselves. You know? So hear what we have to say to these people like that as well. And we're coming from the 70s right now. You understand? We're not dealing. Hey, yo, we're serious, you know. Now, you see, for us, our children and our children's children are here, not just hearing these songs, you know, but they're hearing the history. We're actually writing. You know, our journey is in print. You understand? So we're taking care, we're trying our efforts best to take care of that journey so that our grandchildren them can understand what we did, recognize what we did, and what we passed through for them to be here. And knowing that they've got a journey to continue. We're just going to pass the baton over to them. We want to pass the baton over to them that they're in a good position, not just give them the baton and it's like nothing. No, we need them to occupy a good wicket. See? So, what you're hearing here now is our artists, musicians, and you're hearing a 4-track mixer. Huh? Yeah. And then a Caucasian thing, this, you know, a for we thing. Everything belong to we. Some of the things that we buy from America. You understand? Yes. And some of the things them were imported from China by Chinese Jamaicans. And some of the other things then was coming in from Cuba by Cuban players of instruments. You understand? Serious thing. So let's know so that we're not imbeciles, man. We work for we thing long time. You understand? And many of them knew that they were Muslims. Not the Nation of Islam, you know. Many of them know to say that they were Muslims. Many of them are here to Salah. You understand? Many of them are here to read in the Quran in Arabic. So don't let people fool you know. And that America is full of grandilated Muslims. America that came there as captured people, as slaves. Not Nation of Islam Muslims, not Ahmadiyya Muslims, Muslims that came from the continent. Muslims that also changed their name to Jeffrey. Or they didn't change, some of them didn't change it. It is the slave owner, the plantation owner, and them who call them these names. You understand? There's a wealth of history and knowledge known by the institutions in America. And your top libraries have all of these things. You understand? People who read Arabic, people who wrote Arabic, people who continue to pray, people who allowed them, well, they couldn't do anything, but their name was not Jeffrey. The name was Ahmed. The name was Safa. The name was Hamza. The name was Abdullah. The name was Muhammad. The name was Dawood. The name was Musa. Solomon. You understand? These are names, but these people get them named Jeffrey, George, Michael, MacDonald, and these things. You understand? Okay. And I'm sure a lot of you know these things, or some of these things. Have you heard about these things as well?
The mirror of my eyes, I can see people crying, people dying, people need to be loved. People moving up and down through the busy streets downtown. Some are begging, some are buying, some are crying. Pressure down, and there stood before me someone preaching, let us change this world from its shames and distress.
Yo, that's a young man then in a star. You hear them words, eh? Let us change this world from a shame and distress, you know. You understand? And we are live in the ghetto, in a poverty, surrounded by people who call themselves first class people that look just like us, but they're employed by the colonial boss, and they were able to live such and such place and have all these privileges. You understand? So when we look at ourselves, what can we do? Cry. Huh? And these words come from within our souls. Then we have to go find $550 and the players of instrument and the engineer of the studio to go inside there and just pray and say, watch it, we can lick this thing in one take. You understand? Because if we don't do it in one take star, we have to find another 550. Because we have to pay the musician again, and we have to pay for the studio time again, and we have to pay for the engineer. Because sometimes we choose a particular engineer that have the tolerance to deal with the and sometimes the studio we go to know, that engineers there, or them have their own engineer, inside there, and he is willing to undertake our work. Because sometimes them people have other work for doing. And them got charge you another piece of money for engineering, mixing down and everything. So if we don't have the thing sorted out proper, it's not $550. It could be $1,500, $1,700. And if you don't have no more than the 550, then you're fat. Because nothing going to happen. Nothing going to happen. You can't go outside now with a copy of what did not really make sense. The man erased that from the tape. Because I use that said tape for next session. So what I'm saying is, we were well organized. But they can't stand up the place and say, but we're a bunch of illiterate people in the island. Stop that nonsense. Don't bother with that with us. I'm going to play that tune in a little more again for you. So now you're going to listen to this one, by another young man. I tell you, where am I going with these things, though? I'm telling you, Lord have mercy. Come.
If it thunder, if it rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. If it thunder, if it rain, it's just the same. I don't round the room, round the room, around the room.
Okay, sir. We have to go back and take the dub one out and get the real, you know what I mean? The one that don't make you frightened. Come here.
Yeah. If it thunder, if it's rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. If it thunder, if it's rain, it's just the same. I go round the room, round the room, I will round the room. We'll climb the ladder of romance when we.
Now, hear what now. You see where those islands are situated in that Gulf Stream there? Every year, hurricanes pass through. Sometimes we get them twice. Bang, bang. You understand? And sometimes them pass through just like an ordinary wind. Nothing so, huh? But we always have to be prepared as best we can. You understand? Which is what? Make sure that the corrugated iron, them that we have on the roof, we can tie them down. Make sure that there's no corrugated iron round the property and everything that will fly about and chop people apart and everything. Most dangerous. And make sure that our stocks, animal, cow, donkey, mule, sheep, pig, everybody is put in a good place. That them themselves, it's not about thieving, it's about them losing them life. You understand? So it's times like this that we don't tie them up, but we make a corral or the corral that we have already, which you call a pen, is more rigid. You understand? Yes. Because we have to look after our livestock. And then we hold fast. And what is to be will be. So this title is Thunder If It's Rain. It's going to be the same. But God will always be there. You understand? Another young man. Another young man, star. We're not talking about Anita girl and around a girl and her breast. No, stop it. And we are still thinking of Africa. We want to liberate, we are liberate with mind. We want to go back. We want to go home. You understand? We want to taste freedom. See? Yes. All these things is on our mind. Pan-African is on our mind, star. Oh gosh, man, the seed is already sown long time. You think it's a part-time thing? No, man, a full-time. Full-time.
Yeah. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I go round the world, round the world, I will round the world. We'll climb the ladder of romance when we entwine, ooh, and we dance. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I go round the world in starry light and summer night. I'll be waiting there for you. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I go round the world, round the world, I will round the world, round the world, I will round the world. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. Every thunder, every rain.
And we don't use vulgarity to curse the Lord and say, why is this blah, blah, blah. Yo, we don't do that. We don't do that. Even when when the weather summer down and everything, you know, and we check back and see that all our stocks gone or they are dead and things like that, and our roof over the house is gone and everything. Start with us, check our neighbors and see if everybody over there so safe and everything. You know. You see harmony? And them something they bring harmony and love and and everything into us, you know. It comes out more and more. You understand? And everybody give everybody thanks and praise and everything because we're still there. You understand? That's the real art of the thing. We're still there. So let me give back the dub piece now.
Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I'll be waiting there. Every thunder, every rain, it's just the same. I go round the world, round the world, around the world, round the world, around the world. We'll climb the ladder of romance when we entwine, ooh, and we dance. if it on the railway train. It's just the same. I'll be waiting there. If it on the railway train. It's just the same. All around the world. In storyline, in summer night, I'll be waiting there for you. If it on the railway train. It's just the same. I'll be waiting there. If it on the railway.
Now, what is different is the fact that the instruments, you understand, and the engineer, and I work the studio, man. The engineer, you know, the engineer, I work. You understand? America, find one engineer that can stand up to any Jamaican engineer. Find one, if since we don't want to talk about not do this and that. And it's useless. It's unnecessary. But I'm telling you right now, there's none. Right? If you want to deal with classic, yeah, gear that. Yeah? But then the same classic with a 64 track, make anyone a free engineer, including myself, come in there and do a session. Huh? And when I mustn't interfere with nothing. I cry when I will cry. Come on, I know say if when I never know say that the board can do all of those things. Because we will come and take it to another level. You understand? We'll go Mars, Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter and come back to Earth, to backside. And you think, say, wait a minute. And then you're going to say, oh, Jeffrey, do you know that we spent £170,000 on that mixer? And I never knew it could sound like that. Say, yeah, you had that black man on it. That's what they were saying, man. A true talk. Come here. You know, if anyone ever told you how difficult it is to work with with a horn section, you see, and then when you see the space that we had, and you have the drummer, the guitar players, the keyboard players, and the horn section in the same space, you have to say to yourself, yo, how the hell did these people do that? How did they do that? I you talk about a 4-track and everything. You think to yourself, wow. You understand? And we are used for our ears, you know? Yeah. So we're going to fade out and go somewhere and talk about liberation and then gone. Mighty Diamonds, come here. Shame and pride.
Yeah. Shame and pride is killing you, girl. Shame and pride is killing you, girl. Shame and pride is
best to prove my love to you, but you didn't understand. You didn't understand. Oh no, you didn't understand. Shame and pride is killing you, girl. Shame and pride is killing you, girl. Shame and pride is killing you.
See, that was one of the answers them that this here group who was young in the day still give to the young women them that decide that them gonna leave with and them gonna soul. You understand? Cause it's ragamuffin, road boys and everything. You see? So when the Diamonds sing that song they know, a whole heap of people feel it. A whole heap of people feel it, star. You understand? And then you go to a party and everything. And the same people them who feel it are there so close. Yo, they rub down the paper off the wall. Yeah, joke. You understand me? Cause the lyrics just get them. You know what I mean? So them know say don't, you know what I mean, come with this discrimination and everything against yourself. Right? So yeah, they wear the tune called don't the father don't want the girl for the daughter to be seen with a rasta, and the tune called Curly Locks, and yeah, whole heap of thing, man. So we are going Mighty Diamonds again. Come here, Tabby. But we are say Africa this time, you know. We are say Africa, you know what I mean?
The eyes of Africa, open wide, all must be free. Africa is awakened, get to see. Our people are awakened, get to see. So long they have suffered under captivity. So long, so long, so long, so long. Africa is awakened, oh yeah. Our people, they are no longer asleep now, but fight for justice with peace and love. Yes. Africa is awakened one more time. Our people, they're no longer
want to say Africa we love, we not just do them something there and just say cha. Africa we love from we know ourselves, you understand me? So so you what now? Pan African is about also is about black liberation. It's about African liberation, you know what I mean? And a liberated person wants to be a free person, you know what I mean? It stands for itself, you know what I mean? We want to be deliverance. We want deliverance from the colonial people them. And we want to engage ourselves from the diaspora into the continent. It's not going to be automatic. It's going to be automatic that we reach there, but it's not automatic that we're going to integrate and things like that's going to just happen like, wow, blink an eye and everything is good. You know what I mean? So there's some people who have this kind of thought process and everything, and then when them go and them find, say them have to do a work and have to find some way to live and build something or rent something, and them think like, gosh, what happened? Right? So, and there's another set now, like us, that says, you know what? We have to go and visit. We have to go try understand. We have to find out all the lease works, purchasing works and so forth. What is the finance? What is the exchange and all this kind of stuff? And the legal ramifications. Am I entitled to be owning something? Or do I have to find a person or a wife from this Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Uganda, wherever to make myself, you understand? So there's a lot of things that one needs to know. And the embassies are there, you understand? And we have the power of writing and everything. So there's information to be gathered from the governments, you understand? And so forth. Not friend around the corner. Somebody see them walk down the road or they were on the university campus and them see this African who said this. Nah. Mm-mm. You understand? So we work with the freedom and the liberty and all these things. So that means that we investigate how the country is actually structured, and what do we have to do to comply with their rules, right? Is there something eugenic for us, or there is something, and so forth. So education tells us that. And for people them who do not work their brain like that, then we who do supposed to create symposiums and different things like that so that people get to understand how we do the transitioning. You understand? And then speak to people them who's already been there or who are there. You understand? So you can get, and then also the cultural attaches from those countries, right? So now we'll look upon emancipation. So now it's a serious word now, and we think like, what the backside is that? It comes back to freedom, unrestraint. You understand? Liberation, right? So it's not a trickified something, It's just the way it is, right? And that's the European definition, right? So what I said earlier on applies to all of that because I am there. You understand? And I did the same exchange in Ethiopia, the same inquiries and so forth, got the same results that I've received in Tanzania, and the same results I received in Uganda. None different, right? You understand? And the same results my wife and children receive in Nigeria, because she's Hausa. You understand? So it's not like, and Gambia, I need to go there because I should have been in Gambia 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago, structuralizing a mentoring program and a basketball camp, in a Pan-African diasporan mentoring program and a basketball camp, you know what I mean? and so forth in Gambia. Okay. So Pan Africanism is not the only thing, but it is, and I keep saying but, which is a conjunction, it's good. You know, one can realize that there are people who are Pan Africans and they're still there upon the dialogues, they're still there upon whatever governments have done and are doing, right? So they know the whole history of governments and different peoples and everything. And then by the time you yawn and finish, eat or drink or something wise, they are speaking and so on. The one question that shooks the whole thing is like, oh, what have you all been able to accomplish? And that hurts the spirit. So what I do in coming into contact with my teachers and elders and so forth is to say to them, I don't want to know about the British. I don't want to know about the Americans. I don't want to know about the Europeans. I want to know about us. Yeah, short synopsis. I want to know about us. I want to know what it took you to cross the border. That's it. I don't, you know what I mean? Because I spent coming out of school and before I get into college, all those years listening to these things. And it just, you know what I mean? It wasn't helpful to me. I was dejected. But then we hear a fire burner, Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael, go on with him thing, and it's like, wow. So then we had him on a visit, and we just said to him, here what happened? What are you doing and your organization for Africa? Wow. We started a tidal wave. You know what I mean? The people them there, Africa, they're there in the universities and all these different places, right? Are triggering the students that did not know about us and those who know about us, and this networking, as them call it today, and so forth. And that helped us to think like, yo, you understand? But he was a younger person than others. So he is the one that made us realize that we mustn't disregard and disrespect the adults, you know. Right? They weren't that efficient in certain things, right? But what they've done is why I'm here, he said. You understand? So we were informed, and that was good for us, you know. But as African people, the way these other guys, them, both the states, are conducting themselves that want other people them to acknowledge them as Pan-Africans, they're disrespectful. Africans are not disrespectful. The whole continent, Africans are not disrespectful. So we're not talking about no movie. You understand? We're talking about African people on the ground. They're not disrespectful. Right? They're very moral. You understand? They are. See, so we want to empower ourselves, develop relationships, exchange tolerance, and have great communication with our brothers and sisters over this, right? And want to engage with exchange program so that them who want education, we can help them come and source the education in the West. Yes. And we who need to integrate and understand the cultural modality can be in exchange of that. They come and go to university or college. We go there and mingle with people and the different tribes and right? And before you know it, we got some dialect. We have a language, right? Or we got a language that fits us in to the whole eastern province, Kiswahili or Amharic. Hey, so we good to go. You understand? And so forth, right? And if we only understand their customs, tribal customs, washing hands and how to eat and to dress. Yo, serious thing. So there's a lot. So we can speak on African culture and African roots another time. And the excellence of being a human being in this earth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, wants us to strive for. Excellence, human excellence on this earth. You understand? That's not looking at someone else and try to outmaneuver them. No. It's about striving for the excellence in ourselves. And it first starts with morals. You understand? Decency, common courtesies. Yeah? Yes. Right? So in Islam you find that all these things about blacks and this and that never happened. But when it came, right? When it came that a person was disregarded or disrespected or dishonored, see how the Prophet ﷺ dealt with that. See how Sahabas dealt with that, right? See how different peoples deal with that. And, you know what I mean? It's not this thing that everybody just sit down there upon this black thing, right? Because it's just like what they want us to say is there's no time on this earth the African people were free. A lie. Right? And there's something I'm going to show you about Mansa Musa. Throw that to people. Who gave him the name Musa? You understand? What was he captured and his father, his whole family, and they was beaten to be Muslims? They need to stop that nonsense. You understand? They need to stop that nonsense. And they need to understand the validity or the value, the key value of Timbuktu to the Islamic world, even today. Even today. You understand? We're great people. We're honorable people. And that's the importance that we need to know about ourselves. That we were and we still are a great people and a noble people. You understand? And we spend more time knowing about our glorious past before slavery. Yes, and how proficient as human beings on this earth we have been. So that takes those blinkers and blinders off of our brains. And our sensibility and sensitivity will rise. And our spiritual nobility will draw us closer and closer to the reality of life as African people. Yes, man. So we will come again. Next time when I come without no music, with two. Oh, no, Marcia, I can't go to you yet. I have to make the man there hear this song because with the song there, I hear this song to the fullest.
Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. Black Jah, Black Jah. Come from Africa. Black Jah, Black Jah. Come from Africa. First black man was from Africa. Yes, first black woman was from Africa. Yes, greetings. Black Jah, Black Jah. Come from Africa. Black Jah, Black Jah. Come from Africa. Greetings, Africa. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Nigeria. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Zimbabwe. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Kenya. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Ethiopia. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Addis Ababa. Yes, greetings, Africa. Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. One thing I don't understand. How so many black people in America have no intention or no respect for the culture. I wonder why, I wonder why. But anyway, I'm on love. I'm on love, I'm on black brethren. Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. I'm on love, I'm on blood sister in America. Even though they say that I'm a Yankee. Never, 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 never mind that. I'm a brethren. Yes, never, never mind that. Yes, I'm a so they call cyanide people to this one day people. But what a day when I and I people get together, start to own each other. What a feedback the wicked gate. What a feedback the wicked gate. What a feedback. Let me light my split and get a clean and deep meditation about black people history and culture. Greetings. What a free times the wicked gate. What a feedback the wicked gate. What a feedback. What a feedback the wicked gate. What a feedback the wicked gate. What a feedback.
Yes. Special request, man. So we are the guidance. We're going again. Black Tears. Yeah, man, we come from the sound system, you know. You see what I mean? That's why you can get different pieces, you know what I mean? Come here.
Black tears, black tears. We no need no more. For years, up and years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand. Now tell me who is to blame? It lies with us and no one else. We shedding every day, black people wasting away, black tears drowning our minds, black people walking blind. That's the wool of our eyes. Our future don't look bright, but we have the answer to shed no more black tears.
Farafin de nyaji rekaba epi ambe ma hotelela Farafin na nyaji rekaba tune antelela anga yere nyinga mone bana Farafin tanya Farafin malo Farafin te siranga Farafin java.
We shedding every day. We will stop wasting away. No more cloud in our minds. No more walking blind. No more wool of our eyes. We future gonna be bright. We have the answer. Stand up for our rights. We gonna stop the black tears. Black tears. Black tears. For years, up and years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand. Now tell me who is to blame? It lies with us and no one else.
Yes, man. Lies with us. You understand? We can't keep crying and going with a begging spoon and a begging plate and everything, or dish, you know? And yeah, so as Muslim, we surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and charge up our faculties and go to work. You know what I mean? Go to work. So we are going to look upon a thing called the influence of work. The influence of work, you know? 'Cause the Muslims research the life of the Prophet. The Muslims research their social surroundings. The Muslims examine Medina. The Muslims examine Ethiopia, Abyssinia, the first Hijrah. The Muslims examine Mecca. The Muslims travel. The Muslims documented. The Muslims were also illiterate. The Muslims were able to documentate. The Muslims respected themselves and documentate their lives. The Muslims examine and re-examine their morality or lack of thereof. The Muslims research the surahs. The Muslims examined and re-examine and continue to, up to today, Al-Quran. And science as we know it, biology as we know it, mathematics as we know it, trigonometry as we know it, Al-Quran. Agriculture as we know it, Al-Quran. Life as we experience it ourselves, Al-Quran. So, where we are as human beings, as Africans, is in a very beautiful space. But we should not just stay there saying black, black, black. Ooh, stop it. Stop it. You know what I've never heard under W.D. Muhammad? Is someone asking us, yo, what color is the angels? Astaghfirullah. You understand? Because we do know our limitations, you know. We do. Even though we pretend that, you know, or we exercise ourselves in a certain way, you know, like we don't. We do. And we do know what foolishness really is. But I've never heard that question in my life. What I've seen is in European theology that they draw features of things that they call angels, but it's whiter than white. They don't put them in a human context like how they've done the Jesus thing. They just have this white paint. Whatever it is that they use, man, it's just a different shade of what we will call white. It's so, yeah. And that is for them the angel, an angel. And then you have some of their mystic books that you will have the opposite of that, and they have a black one. But the features of the black one is that them have pointed ears and red eyes. You understand? Ooh. And that's the only place you see such Gothic stuff. So speaking that stuff to my father, he said, the people, they are ill. Leave them to stew in their thing. Leave them alone. Once they don't lay them hands on you, leave them alone. Don't let them box you in. Don't let them mess up your mind. He said that's what it's designed to do. Partly. My father. This is like 64. 64, 65, 65, 66. Yeah, 1965, 1966. You understand? Guidance. Have I got another tune? Have I got another tune that they're not going to interfere with? Because they just interfere with my tune, them, you know. They just, yeah, Willie Williams. Come here, Willie.
Shining, shining, oh, sun is shining in my soul. shining in my soul. There is music in my soul. Sun is shining in my soul. I chant the songs unto the King today. I've got something I wanna say.
Enough respect, round table. Enough respect.
Sun deep in my heart, and the love of Jah deep in my soul. So I'ma say it. There the sun is shining in my soul. Sun is shining in my soul. There is music in my soul. Sun is shining in my soul. Give it up. Give it up. Hope and praise and love for the blessing of Jagir. He gives to me every day. Oh, eternal joy that He brings make me ever wanna sing. So I'm a singing. There's a sun shining in my soul. Sun is shining in my soul, yeah. There's music in my soul. Sun is shining in my soul. Hey.
Yo, Charlie Chaplin, come here.
All the gift of Jah is eternal life. All the gift of sin is death.
Charlie
But the more the wicked man live,
Chaplin.
and the more I'm a go friends. As I know everything that glitter is gold.
Bibo.
I'm dedicated to the young and the old.
Charlie.
Why the people they live like crab in a hole?
Chaplin.
And the government with food money trading fake gold.
Yo,
Say
Chaplin.
sing it to me black brother.
Bibo. Chaplin.
Say sing it to me black brother. Say if you send your little son, go to the shop.
Listen.
With that $20, say come here serving. Go take up some stock. Say if him stay long, when time him come, you broke up him back.
Listen.
Now Toby's come from foreign, stand up one side, you must expect him face a go drop.
Charlie.
You make me liar, nearby, take me name, put it on light poster.
Chaplin.
But one Sunday morning, sweetness, that's why me commit a dangerous act.
Charlie.
So sing it to me black brother. Say sing it to me black brother.
See, you need a shepherd in your community to look after the people them and be respectful and what? Tolerant, and you can conk. You see? Very hospitable. A shepherd, you know. And vigilant. You see? Okay. A shepherd. And then you need a fisherman who have patience. Perseverance, but patience. A fisherman. You see? Looking after the community. The vested interest in the growth of the people. Yes, man. Not vested interest in women in the church. No. Not vested interest in tithing in the church. No. No lying about God need more money. No. I mean, come on, let's be sensible. Community need money. Community need resources. Have you listened to the community leaders? Pastor? Pastor! Do you go and listen to them? See? You're there to represent as part of the representative force of the community, within the community and of the community. So you need to be a shepherd. Look after the flock. Anybody who's disobedient, anybody who's entangled with the law and everything, you're supposed to be there, pastor. Because now you're a shepherd. You're not the damn pastor. We don't want the pastor. You see? Okay. And you work that out between yourself and the fisherman. But if you incorporate both responsibilities, you'll be such a very brilliant man representing God Almighty on this earth, I'm sure, and being responsible for the citizens within the community. Beautiful. A noble occupation. You understand? So you people have to wake up and remove the pastor. Get a shepherd and a fisherman or both. Stop laying back and remove some of the decadence from the community and the exploiters from the community and utilize the strength of the population within the community for just purposes. You will see that this actually works very quickly. It's not going to take years. See? But it have to have what? Consistency. It's not now 1 day, 1 month. No, it's consistent. We don't want no false pretender and he's still lusting for the young girls. We don't want no false pretender and he's still working, tithing, and saying prosperity teaching or sermonies is entrapping the people to give him, as in the church, money. No, it's giving money for the benefit and the upkeep and the building and the advancement of the community. Our educational facilities, our health facilities, and our supermarkets, which is part of backing up the health. These are what we need first, is it? Okay. And we have programs for mothers and toddlers, yeah, and after-school burning programs for the young peoples, them. You understand? Understand? Especially the boys. See? Because the females will be at home with their parents and have a visit of Sister Martha, Sister Doreen, and Sister Marcia, and all these people will be attending other people's homes as mothers. You understand? And have those confidential discussion with the female child, with the girl children. You understand? But those young boys, that testosterone, we have to control that. And we have to prohibit bad old men like me from encroaching in the community, trying to entangle our children in narcotics and all kind of vices. Yes, pastor. Oh, you are a shepherd and a fisherman. So you will oust all these people. Because your area won't be looking good knowing that such people exist. That our neighbors, no, you need to expel them. Expose and expel them. Because that God you fear, not man. And plus you're working with us. So why are you going to be afraid? If the community have 30,000 people, you're 30,000 strong. Shepherd, fisherman, you're 30 strong. It's not the fact that you're thinking that no one is going to be there to help you or back you up. No. If it's 30,000 people in the community, we all have got your back because it's us. It's not you, it's us. It's just that you are leading, you understand? You're taking care. You're dealing with what we call Sharia. You understand? And we're proud of you. And we love you. So if harm come to you, it's harm coming to us. So we will not tolerate any harm coming to you. Past, well, you're not past anymore. You become a shepherd and a fisherman. You understand? So decency will reign. Yes. Decency. Harmony would reign. And people who are gifted in terms of education wouldn't have to run around thinking like, wow, what am I going to do with all this talent that I've got? No, we got something for you to do. And we're going to market you. All of you. Not one and two because it's Miss Brown's son and brother somebody's son. No, all of them. Because they're ours. We're all that we've got ourselves. And if we have some of them who have obtained the top 10 colleges of basketball scholarships, yo, we're behind that one. All those. And we won't have to be looking at them saying, you know, you got to give us some of that money. No, that's going to be automatic. That'll be automatic. Because we're not going to divorce them, and they surely ain't going to divorce us. You understand? Their common courtesy continues. Their family visit continues. Yes. There's no blind spots here. And first things first, we're making sure that they're not thinking that they need to have like 6 different vehicles to prove to somebody that they're somebody. No, none of those things be happening. Not in the community that we are exemplifying ourselves. So the neighborhood community, the neighborhood state, or the neighborhood boundary will follow suit once they're looking like us. Because we'll be sharing. Because we care. You think this is a joke? It's a serious thing. You think it's so many years away? No, it's not. Is it feasible? Yes. Is it practical? Yes. Because our cause would be the cause of all. Our functionality would be all in. That's what it is. But then we have to, make the men understand here, listen, you cannot go across the road and see Sister Daphne because you have a crush on her. No. You're over here with Marcia, and that's it, man. And what we really want to ask you is Marcia your wife or is your bit on the side? Because we do not support that bit on the side business. Brother Humphrey, I understand that Marcia is your daughter. How do you feel? And you understand? So now we bring the families together and we sort out this relationship. That's what we will do. The shepherd, the fisherman, and all those broken homes where there's a single parent, we'll go find that man. And maybe not bring him back into the mix, but make sure that he's a responsible person supporting that sister. Even if that sister's got another male in her life, she's given birth to children for someone else that did not take responsibility. So we will do these things outside of court because we are the shepherd and the fisherman. And we will legislate decency. That's what we'll be doing. But can it happen? Of course it can. Will it happen? It's up to us. How much do we actually care about ourselves? Is African self-love prominent? If it's not, get it there. Mobilize it. Advertise it. Show it. African black self-love. Make it trendy. And make trust trendy. Day after day. Day after day. What we want? Trust. Where do we want it? Now. Where we want? Trust. And continue and continue and continue. Do you understand? So that people identify wrongdoings and they make it clear. They ain't going to go over there and suffer in silence. We have to have pride and dignity, not self-pride, collective pride and dignity in our community. And once we start moving, others will follow suit. But if we're going to debate and debate and debate and debate and debate and finish up cussing and proving nothing at the end of the day just because we want to be self-acknowledged, no, we're not doing nothing. That's not trendy. That's ignorance. Where did I get this from? Vernon Johns. Where did I get this from? Martin Luther King. Where did I get this from? Elijah Muhammad. Where did I get this from? Malcolm X. Where did I get this from? W.D. Muhammad. Where did I get this from? Islam. Al-Islam. Is any of this being proven and tested? Yes, it has. And it still is, and it's there. Can we see it? Yes. You can travel across the earth and you can travel into Africa and you will see it. May God, Allah, whatever you serve, whoever, be with us all. Yes, guidance, we're gone. Yeah, round table. I'm going to check and see if you're online because there's a program of yours coming up. I don't know if I've got the timing right, but I will check. Guidance, give thanks.